upon a time in the ancient Japan, there was a king living with his right-hand monk. They both were close friends and cared about each other. The monk protected the king on his life. They both were close friends. And the king also cared about the monk. They both actually cared about each other a lot. The king was sick, that's why he didn't go to his castle and lived in a small cottage. The king thought it's time to show the sword to the monk. The king took the monk to the secret passage and showed him the sword. The king told the monk that whoever wields the sword will be the strongest in the whole world. The king told the monk that he is going to sleep and get some rest. When the king went to sleep, the monk started practicing his karate skills on a dummy. He started to punch and kick the dummy. The monk was kicking the dummy to strengthen his leg. After a while, the monk sneaked to the secret passage and looked around. That isn't someone looking at him. And then the monk grabbed the sword. And he sealed the secret passage so no one can know that the sword isn't there anymore. But he didn't know that there was a curse in that sword. And the curse had woken up and was ready to attack the king and the monk. When the monk was examining the sword closely, he didn't know that he is coming to him. Suddenly, the cursed creature appeared behind the monk. The monk didn't know what was going to happen to him, and he didn't even know who was standing behind him. And then he kicked the monk. After kicking the monk, the creature started laughing and growling. He was so happy that he destroyed the monk. Suddenly, the monk woke up and his eyes went black like he's ready to defeat the creature. But he didn't know that the creature had so many cursed powers. And then the creature started growling and the monk charged at him in full speed and destroyed the creature. The monk got a little relieved that he destroyed the creature to protect his king. And then the creature woke up and looked at the monk. And then he used his cartwheel move and killed the monk brutally and went away with the cursed sword. The king woke up and rushed down. He had seen everything in his dream. The king was so scared that his best friend could do this. He was so disappointed on him, but he didn't know that he is dead. And then when he came down, he got a little scared. That what happened? He thought it's an illusion that the creature made. And then the king used his abilities and looked behind the wall. He knew that it was an illusion that the curse made. And it's just a relief to him that the sword is still there. But he took the sword. The king started chanting and applying a curse on himself to defeat the evil curse. And then the king was no longer himself. He had become a scary, demonic creature who was just seeking for revenge. The king came back inside and thought about his friend that he could do this kind of act and release the curse just like that because of greed and being the most powerful. The king buried the monk sadly and he was ready to take revenge. The king was full of courage and now was ready to go to the cave of darkness to find the creature. When the king got in the cave, the creature walked to him and growled. The king pulled out his katana and the creature started kicking and punching the king. The king was slashing the creature as well. The creature used the cartwheel move on the king as well, but it didn't affect the king because he was a stronger curse. They both started punching and slashing each other. The creature was weak for the king, and he started shivering and backing off because the king was too strong for him. The king rushed to the creature and cut him. And then the king celebrated his victory and took the sword back to its place. The sword was returned to its place safely and was never touched again because the curse could be revived again.